Senate Bill 797 did in fact have a lot of discourse, a lot of discussion. Public hearing was held on April 17th. That bill itself did in fact include everything basically that we have in the bill that's before us, 4145A. It did also include another portion to it, which is the Charleston loophole that went forward on its own through another process. But the context of what we're on the floor today was in fact and has been before this body, before this session. Regarding what's not finished, as we've heard from one of our presenters today, the bottom line is we are taking steps as we see them, and we're more than welcome any additional discussions on other areas. If you wait until the perfect is achieved, on whose eyes would that be? And what damages have we done while we wait until we get to perfect? I believe the bill that we have before us does in fact take care of significant issues that are lingering right now. Regarding the intimate partner in this situation, that is the definition that's under the federal government. What we at the state are doing is expanding it by using the definitions that we're using instead of limiting it as the feds have to intimate partner. We are in fact using family or household members, and as defined, and as a good individual senator from the heart of Clackamas County stated, it's found in ORS 135.230. For those who missed his comment, that term or that phrase brings in spouses, farmer spouses, adult persons related by blood or marriage, persons cohabitating or have been previously cohabitating, and then the boyfriend-girlfriend. This is where a person involved in a sexual intimate relationship, but they're not cohabitating. That is where you pick up the boyfriend-girlfriend, as well as unmarried parents of a minor child. Those are the areas or the criteria to hit and be part of the family or household members. Now, there was some discussion about adoption. I would call to our attention and put on the record that we already have addressed this. ORS 109.050 makes it very clear that a child who is adopted takes the same ranks as if it was a natural child of the adoptive parents. And so they are, in fact, part of the definition of family or household member. Now, what I am now going to ask you to think about are some of the stats of what we know has happened and what has been demonstrated and what are the true facts as to domestic violence and guns. Guns in domestic violence situations, a woman is 5 times more likely to be killed. 52% of women killed in the United States by guns during the period of 2010 to 2014 were killed by an intimate partner or a family member. The majority of mass shootings, 54%, involved instances of domestic violence. In my own situation involving my sister, her murderer was her boyfriend. Her murderer was her intimate partner. Her murderer was her domestic abuser. Her murderer killed her with a handgun. As an owner of guns for 45 years, I stand before you, Mr. President, and I say it is time for us in this Senate to take action that are reasonable steps to protect domestic violence victims from becoming not only a fatality, but just another statistic. Thank you, Mr. President.
Question now.